Hi, my name is Chelsea, and I'm going to talk about the history, the occupations, and the clothing worn during the time of the Mississippi Delta. The Mississippi Delta area was the quote-unquote birthplace of the blues. The Mississippi Delta is located below Memphis, Tennessee, and runs along the east bank of the Mississippi River to the port of Vicksburg, Mississippi. The Mississippi Delta is also known for its rich soil as well as its extreme poverty. Poverty was very common down there, and working conditions were also very harsh. Cotton was the primary cash crop during the time in its nation. African Americans worked for white plantation owners because it was one of the only jobs that offered an actually somewhat good income. Their jobs included picking and planting crops. Later on in the century, however, most of the Mississippi Delta farms were owned by African Americans. The clothing that they wore back then was a little different from what we wear today, obviously. White women's clothes was focused on layers and drapery. Most of the women wore skirts, and they were considered very elegant. African American women mostly wore long plain dresses and bodices with long skirts and white aprons. They also wore long sleeve shirts even when it was hot outside for modesty. Men, however, was a little different. Farmers would wear work clothes, loose pants, often worn with suspenders as well, or they wore overalls. Middle-class men wore more formal clothes, which consisted of a coat and a tie. Wealthy men would wear every day, or almost every other day, suit and tie as well. Vests were also common among men. They would wear them either open or loose, unless they wore it with a coat or a jacket. Accessories, there were different types of accessories back then. Both men and women wore hats, regardless of what their class was. Women would wear hats, head wraps, and bonnets, whereas wealthy men would often wear top hats.
Hi, my name is Andrew, and the entertainment of the time, African Americans found a temporary escape through music, and it as a means of expression due to their pain, suffering, poverty, and racial oppression. Dusty juke joints were the main stage for early blues musicians, and often the only local source of entertainment for weary black workers. Juke joints were meant for African American workers to escape from whites, relax, and do some socializing. Juke joints were also known for featuring music, wild dancing, food, drinks, and gambling. In our project earlier, we did the Diddley bow. The history of that comes from West Africa. Originally played by two children, it was considered a toy. It was developed as a child's toy in the US, but it wasn't very popular among the adult musicians. A diddley bow consists of one string stretched tightly between two nails, which are nailed into a wooden board. Musicians either pluck or strike the strings to create rhythmic patterns. They change the pitch by moving or sliding the glass bottle along the string. It was also called the jitterbug, one string, or bottleneck slide. And that is our project.
Hi, my name's Brian Vaporian, and I'm here today to show you just how easy it is to make your very own diddley bow. Today we're going to be looking for the materials, and I'm going to show you what all you will need to make your diddley bow and how we're going to construct that. Now, I'm going to go over here to our lumber pile and look for a good baseboard for the diddley bow. This looks like a good piece here. It's going to be long enough to stretch a broom wire across, and then all it's going to take is a bottle and a resonator, and we will have our very own diddley bow. Now we're going to go ahead and find those other materials and put this together.
Hi, I'm Evan. And I'm Wayne. And we're going to show you how to make the common childhood toy, a diddley bow, that was popular between 1880 and 1900.
First, you should gather these supplies we have.
We have a wooden board, a glass bottle, a string from a broom handle, 2 nails, and a wooden piece for a resonator. So now we're going to make the diddley bow. First of what you're going to do is you're going to nail the wire down to the wooden board. So I'm going to put that through here. I'm going to put it in, and we're going to start nailing. So now we have this side nailed in. So we're gonna finish nailing in this side and
what we want to try and do here is tie a back hitch knot. That might work.
so now that we have our back hitch knot, we're just gonna finish nailing in this nail. So now since we have our string nice and tight on the board, we're gonna place our glass bottle right in here. And we're gonna place our resonator at the very end. And now we can play our diddly bow. Thank you.
All right, this is what a diddly bow looks like up close and personal. Hi, Brian here again, and we have just finished finding our objects and putting them all together to make this wonderful diddly bow here. Now it's about time to start making some music and showing you what this thing is all about. Now, here we have a bottle and a resonator put underneath the cord in order to pull it tight so that the vibrations will make a sound. Now, the diddly bow is similar to a guitar, except it's a much simpler version. Now, these were used back in the 1800s, and they are a very, very simple form of instrument. And it is very likely that a lot of the corded instruments today that we see may have originated from something similar to a diddly bow. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give it some plucks and let you see what it sounds like. Now, it's pretty quiet when you have the cord loose, but as you stretch these out, the resonator and the bottle, it pulls the cord tighter, and that's what's going to give us a louder sound. Now let me go ahead and pull these tight and show you what it sounds like. As you can see, with the string tighter, it makes a much lower and louder sound. And this is what the diddly bow is all about.